family report with a great big grandmother. Ow! Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, I wish I could see her from the top or from the side, not just the bottom. But yeah, baby. She is beautiful. An ecosystem unto herself. Wow. Look at that. That's almost a face right there. You see those two eyes? Looks like Ganesha or something. Anyway, on to some astrology for the great week of September 4th, 2024. How about that new moon that we just had in Virgo, huh? Well, the moon is still in Virgo, but today she will be moving into Libra. And I will be talking about, while she's in Libra, she joins together, as you can see with that, the chart at the beginning. Yeah, it is a south node of the moon, her own south node, right? Conjunct with Venus and Black Moon Lilith. The four ladies getting together. Yikes, look out. Oh, I'll be talking about that one. So then she stays in Libra for a couple of days, right? And depending on where you are on planet Earth, she'll go into Scorpio around Saturday. And then move on through Scorpio, oppose Uranus, all that happy stuff, and move into Sagittarius on Monday. What I really want to be talking about, besides that great conjunction there, okay, that little party happening over there in Libra, I mean, there's no accidents that Mars is going into Cancer, stirring up all that lunar emotional feeling today, right after he inconjuncts Pluto up there at the last degree of Capricorn. And then, and then tomorrow, no, Friday, we have, like I talked about last week and the few weeks ago, Mercury going direct, still slow, still in the shadow there, the storm, square Uranus, yeah, on Friday. And that's kind of wrapping up, like I spoke of, the last few weeks since August 17th or so. So this is, I'll explain it all later. What else do I want to talk about? The sun is moving on through Virgo. It will be joined by Mercury on Sunday. Sunday, Mercury goes into Virgo, his home sign, and the sun opposes Saturn on Saturday, but we could say all week. Let's give it a few degrees coming and a few degrees going. Okay, it's big. Okay, so these are the main things that I want to be sharing with you about today. And I don't know, it could be pretty loud down there at the Machuca Rio, but I'll try to find a quiet spot. Look what I found on my way down here. I mean, it's fresh. It's fresh. Must have just came off that beautiful bird. Look at the details. Details. Yes, indeed. This is where there's a lot of beauty. And we can scan the rocks and the river and the trees, but you can also focus. And the closer you get, the more amazing things emerge before your very eyes. This is the Virgo season. And now Mercury coming home to Virgo. By golly, let's dive in. I mean, this is time for a good house cleaning. I just got done with a teeth cleaning. I have to explain the thumbnail a little bit, yeah, because my dentist gave me that. She's amazing. And by looking at my teeth, she was telling me about my childhood, my relationship with my father, and some of the many other things about me and my body and my health and my life and my what I could do, yes, to detox and to all kinds of so this season. So I put up that thumbnail is your teeth, and each one of your teeth is associated with an organ, and each one of your organs is associated not only with physical processes and necessary activities, but also emotions. Yeah. Okay, right? We've got grief is the lungs, and boundaries is the skin, and anger is the adrenals and the gallbladder, and you go right through all these different aspects. So what I want to be talking about today here is, it's a lot to talk about, but it is this relationship between the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, and the physical. And we can treat the physical, and by treating the physical, we can improve our emotional, mental, and spiritual. And by focusing and working on our emotional, we can also help to heal the physical and the mental and the spiritual. And by working on the mental, like our mantra for today, right? Our thoughts are like snacks and meals we prepare to feed the soul, right? Right? So our thoughts, affect our emotions and our physical bodies. And so, we can enter the matrix of our reality at any level and improve, bring healing, through that level. So, first, I think I want to talk about what's really happening. And I think, it's really happening in the realm of relationship and partnership, right? And we can basically say, Venus entered Libra, like August 29th or so, passes through, connects to the, south node of the moon. Moon comes through and connects with her. Okay, that's what the chart is for today. And I'm going to read the Sabian symbol for that. It's a moon-Venus conjunction. Instead of a new moon, or I'm always doing sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon. How about Venus moon? It's a new Venus. Okay, and then the moon goes by Black Moon Lilith, and Venus goes by Black Moon Lilith. But really until the 13th of September. Let's give it a couple of weeks here, end of August to the middle of September, to really be focusing on our relationship dynamics. Our relationship dynamics. And what is Black Moon Lilith? To me, Black Moon Lilith is Kali. Yeah? Boom. She is the shadow element. She wants to bring up, like Pele, the goddess of the volcano, bring up to the surface the shadow elements, that which has been suppressed, avoided, denied, ignored. And what is that? Most of it's trauma. Trauma. This is a couple-week period here of dealing with our past. South node of the moon. The moon has to do with the past. Black Moon Lilith has to do with what we have really, what we have feared. So we have, stuffed it. And this, coincides so well with the sun opposite Saturn. Saturn is control and the ruler of suppression. And now the sun comes to oppose that Saturn. Says, I need to look at all this stuff. And then what? Mars, anger, ruler of the adrenal glands, right? Comes into Cancer. Again, ruled by the moon. Emotions, the past. I mean, this is a time of cleansing. I just want to say this is a time of cleaning house. And it's in the 7th house, which is partnerships and relationships. I love the term that Stephen Forrest coined, intimate conflict. This is really, it's a beautiful time. I went for my teeth cleaning, and she said, when you clean, your mouth and you clean your teeth, it's time for a new start. There's a new beginning. So this is this is a time of, cleaning out. We want to look at it, not get lost in it, and not think negatively about it, but just say, you know what? I want to sit down with my beloved, and I want to have, some deep, powerful, cleansing communication. And just like you go down and you sit in the dentist chair and they, get at those Saturn rules the bones and the teeth. Sun opposite Saturn, good time to be looking at your bones and your teeth and what are you holding deep down in your bones. And of course, teeth have to do with cutting through. Yeah? With making decisions, with biting down, with commitment. Yep. And all of this is guided by North Node of the Moon in Aries. Yeah? From July of 23 to January of 25, this is a time, okay, to really focus on my teeth, my jaw, my gums, my health, my body, my instincts, my needs, my feelings, my desires, because this is what we have suppressed. I mean, and of course, sometimes Libra and Saturn and, Virgo tries to control the relationship, tries to control the other person, tries to control the outcome. But this, so you can, but I'd say mostly we suppress ourselves. Yeah, we don't speak our needs. Especially Libra doesn't want to upset the apple cart, break up the harmony, break up the peace, so it avoids conflict. But this is all I can say is this is a beautiful time. Venus is beautiful. And she's connecting, with her underworld sister, Black Moon Lilith, and La Luna, the Great Mother. And this is a time of really, sharing our needs in relationship and partnership, and our desires. And let's go a little farther and say our dreams. It can be very beautiful. It can be very opening. We have to expose our truth, expose ourselves, be vulnerable, share the belly of the beast, the belly of the dragon. Yeah, be like that little kitten or that dog that lays on their back, scratch my tummy. I mean, it's very scary to expose our needs and our truths. And this just brings up a little bit, we can just look at, we're going to be dealing with Mars in Cancer till next April, till next May. So I'm going to be talking a lot about this, a lot about our inner child, our home life, our parents, our childhood, our domestic scene, even real estate prices, or whatever. But this is Cancer energy. But right now, and Mars will come up to square the moon's nodes. That's in a couple of weeks. I'll get to that. But right now, I want to really focus a little bit more on the relationship aspect with attachment styles. Yeah. So we have the secure attachment style, which I think is a distinct minority of the world's population. That's comfortable sharing their needs and their feelings, comfortable in relationship and partnership, and, just really kind of enjoys this. We don't want to limit it to sun sign astrology or anything, but, yeah, it's your Libras, I think some Scorpio energy there, Capricorn, Taurus can also, anyway. But then, of the 4 attachment styles, right, we have the anxious, preoccupied, avoidant. That's more Cancer, Virgo, okay? This is more, I'm anxious. I'm afraid of intimacy and I'm afraid of abandonment. So I'm really in this kind of like dance, I can be clingy, okay, I can be emotionally demanding, right? Moon, Mars, Cancer, I got, there's this anxiousness around, this sharing of energy, of emotions, of connection. Then we can have the dismissive avoidance, more around like Gemini, Taurus, Sag, whatever, where this dismissive Aquarius, aloof, distant, keep those emotions, again, fear of intimacy, holding back, I'm self-sufficient, I'll do it myself, I don't, got a lot of that going on these days. I can do it myself. I'll marry myself. I'll be my own partner. I'll be da 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 da. I'm not doing this vulnerable kind of stuff, right? Can come off as very distant and aloof. And then the fearful avoidance. Yeah, the fearful avoidant again, has just this, very unpredictable, changeable. It's got more of that Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces energy where just kind of like, no, I don't want to get trapped. I'm afraid of, commitment. I'm afraid of, but I really want the intimacy. I want the, connection. So there's the crazy making kind of energy. You can go into these 4 attachment styles. There's a whole, there's a lot of information out there on that if you're not familiar with it. These are not set in stone. These are not fixed. These can evolve as you become aware, as you grow, as you do your work. Yeah, these can change. So this is something that can change like right now. I mean, starting right now, this can be a new beginning. Like I say, this is a time of like really dealing with, and so much of our relationships and our relationship attachment styles and what happens to us in relationship and partnership is the result of trauma. Sudden, shocking events that upset us, scared us, hurt us, were painful in the past. South node of the moon is the past. This can be a good time to flush. Let go of the past. Let it move on. Pluto, stationing at that last degree of Capricorn for like 4 months. Okay, this is ending. Just let it go. So I want to look at that. Let's look at the physical. Yeah, Sun, Virgo, Mercury, Virgo. Okay, this is time to do those exercises, time to do that breath work, time to look at your diet, time to get outside. I mean, this is an excellent time to rejuvenate ourselves. Yeah, to strengthen ourselves. Because when we feel good in our bodies, okay, we've got good circulation, we've got good movement, we're not stiff and sore and, you just can't get off the couch or, glued to our screens. No, 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 no. We're alive. Vitality. Vitality. This is a big key. I'm going to share with you a special link. Okay, I met Phil in Bali. He's studied around the world. He's studied in India. He's got techniques going back to the samurai, and how they worked with the 4 levels of muscles right down to the tendons. Loosening, opening, psoas release. And this gets into emotional stuff that we hold in our muscles, our tissues, right down into our bones and tendons. He's amazing. And he just finished his website. I'm giving him a plug. He's offering a discount for, Kaipacha people or whatever. Check it out. Find out more about your physical well-being and how it affects your emotional well-being and your state of mind. And of course, all of that affects your relationships and your partnerships. Because when you're feeling good, you bring that to your partner. And your partner wants more of that and wants more of you. And when you're feeling down and out, okay, you drag, you can drag it down, baby. So, preparing our bodies, preparing our emotional bodies, and our minds. Our minds. I talked about our nervous system. Okay, so that was last week. But now Mercury is the final square of Uranus. This is awakening. Like I see it. Now I need to integrate it. Walking the talk. It's easy to see it. Well, not always. But Uranus kind of puts it in our face. And it can shock us. It can upset us. But let it trickle down. And slow it down. And come into mindfulness. And really bring in these insights. We can have massive awakenings. So I don't know, on the one hand, it's a real hard time. There's a lot of challenges coming up. And when we talk about the mind, we talk about what we are listening to, what we are watching on our screens, what we are exposing ourselves to, not just in relationship and partnership, but this brings us to the news. How much time are you spending following the election, following the world events, following the wars, following the dramas that are happening? We're going to see a lot of drama. Mars in Cancer. What's Cancer? Homeland security. No immigrants. Cancer is very conservative. We're going to see, and we already are seeing, a wave across Europe now, right? Of, this right-wing, conservative, anti-immigration, protect ourselves and our homeland, and boom, we're going to see it in the U.S. elections. We're going to see a lot of this, kind of like, it's closing off, shutting down, close the borders, close the heart, close the house, and lock the doors, and don't let anyone in. I want to guard my safe space. I want to encourage you, to not go overboard, but to really understand, yes, I have these fears. My inner child is afraid. I have been hurt. I have been traumatized. I have been wounded. But by golly, I don't want to let that limit my expression, my joy, my future, my dreams. I'm going to honor my fear. I'm going to honor my needs and my feelings. I'm going to express them. I'm going to communicate them. And then from that, with Virgo, I'm going to what? Discriminate. I am going to discern. Who among me heard my feelings and heard my needs and understands me and is stepping up to meet those needs? Those are the people I want in my life. I want some nurturing. I want some understanding. It's a fundamental human need. The need to be understood is very primal. So, this is a very good time to weed out. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Separate out and let go of those relationships with people who just don't get you. I got a few of them. What? Not that everybody's going to get you. We are all unique, and especially Mercury, Uranus, we are all eccentric, bizarre, unusual. There's no such thing as normal. But you will find, ultimately, particularly through speaking your truth, this is a big problem I've found in relationships and partnerships. You don't speak your truth. You're afraid to voice your needs, like there's some kind of weakness or a liability. You expect everybody to be psychic and just know who you are and what you want and what you think and what you're afraid of and what you need, without you having to say anything. And then you can get all pissed off when they don't. You don't understand me. You don't know me. Well, don't let the pot call the kettle black. Yeah. If you don't share yourself, you can't blame anybody for not knowing you. So, open up. Open up. It's scary. There's big bad monsters out there, the boogeyman, but there's also connection. Mars in Cancer wants emotional connection. There's a lot of passion. Yeah, there's a lot of kundalini. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of whoa. Right? So, it can also be, extremely vitalizing. So let's do it, folks. Let's make it happen. I want to just read this one little thing. It has to do with this Venus moon conjunction. 3 old masters hanging on the wall of a special room in an art gallery. The need to return to source during a confused search for a new value in a chaotic society. There are always moments which focus in our minds the longing to re-ground ourselves in the great achievements of the past. The number 3 suggests completeness. Esoteric traditions speak of the threefold soul. The law of 3, the Trinity, completeness of the fundamental rays of power, of love, wisdom, and the intelligence in action. Mind, heart, and body. Meditation in its deepest sense is a return to source, an attempt to re-identify oneself with one's archetypal essence. Virgo, the essence of being. which is triune in manifestation. And now, after confused but challenging wanderings, to identify oneself consciously with this essence. The finer forms of one's culture provide the means to do this. The great moments of the collective past become inspiration for new yet sound beginnings. The seed of tomorrow salutes the seed of yesteryear. Yeah, so beautiful. The endings give way to new beginnings. As you let go, the new future comes to you. It's a beautiful time, and you can focus on the loss, what's leaving, what's going, the ships that are sinking, and you can go down with that ship, or you can cut the cord, cut the cord, and sail off towards a new horizon. So let this ending pave the way for a new beginning. And keep it positive. Focus on the future. Focus on the light. Focus on the potential, on the possibility. While you speak all the challenges and all the pain and all the trauma, realize that it's a healing crisis, that you're just bringing it up to let it go. You're not bringing it up to feed it and to grow it and to sit in it. You're bringing it up in order to let it go. Yeah, baby. What is it now? I got that was last week, man. My thoughts are like snacks and meals. I prepare and feed my soul. They can make me healthy, wealthy, and wise, or sick and tired and cold. First I was going to say old, but hey, wait a minute. There's nothing wrong with getting old. And old doesn't necessarily mean, bad, wrong, weak, less than, No. So, it's cold. Feel cold. Cold is contraction. It's yeah. So let's have our thoughts feed our soul to make us healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yeah. And not sick and tired and cold. One more time, I'll let you go. My thoughts are like snacks and meals. I prepare and feed my soul. They can make me healthy, wealthy, and wise, or sick and tired and cold. May you be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.
Are you tired of struggling with chronic pain, stress, or emotional overwhelm? If so, you're not alone. These issues have obviously become too common in our fast-paced world, and they hold countless people back from living their best lives. But what if I told you there's a way to break free from these struggles and reclaim your freedom? A path to release tension from your body and mind and find true harmony within. Hi, I'm Phil Hurley. I'm a somatic practitioner and founder of In Through the Body, a system dedicated to holistic health. I've traveled the world learning transformative practices from renowned masters, teachers, doctors, and therapists to heal from my own physical pain, stress, tension, and emotional issues. And for many years, I've brought this knowledge into working with people just like you, helping them overcome their chronic pain, tight and tense bodies, stress, anxiety, old injuries, gym injuries, and emotional overwhelm. And through this journey, I've discovered foundational, fundamental practices that have helped countless people release tension and find peace. And now I've integrated these life-changing methods into a comprehensive video series called the Realign and Release Program. Imagine waking up every day without chronic pain or tension, free from the grip of stress and anxiety, and feeling a profound sense of emotional balance and well-being. That's the power of the Realign and Release Program. These are simple yet truly transformative practices that actually work. And to give you a taste of what's possible, I've created a short video that teaches you a straightforward formula to release tension from your body and mind so you can start living the life you want. Click the button below to gain instant access to this video, and let's begin your healing journey together. Don't let chronic pain, stress, or emotional turmoil hold you back any longer. Take the first step towards reclaiming your freedom and living in harmony. Click the button now and let's unlock your true potential. I'll see you there.